You sure you won't be needing that hand? You're losing it, Detective. At this rate, you're right. The bottle will get you before I do.
You didn't see anything.
I saw you within an inch of putting a dagger through your forearm. Did I miss something more interesting?
Sanders was right. This painting is cursed.
What are you talking about?
I was attacked by a creature. I pushed it back, I think.
I think so too.
You knew. You knew about the beast.
What are you talking about? Think yourself lucky that I saved your hand, even if it was to save my goods.
You mean me?
Don't flatter yourself, sweetheart. I'm talking about the contents of this gallery. And by the way, where do you think you're going with that dagger?
It saved my life. It's an extraordinary dagger.
You should talk to Algernon Drake. He's an antique dealer here on Darkwater. He'll tell you all about it. From what I saw in the ledgers, it was him who sold it to Sanders.
It's not your style to give me free information like that.
Take it as payment for being my canary. A simple trade-off. Now go see your antique seller. I still got things to settle with Irene.
Where's the bookseller?
Alright, we're already off to a messed up start.
An old diary.
The pastor declared himself to be the prophet. He renounced God and worshipped a strange pagan entity with a monstrous appearance. His wife tried to reason with her husband, but in vain. He was convinced that he must listen to this voice in his head because it holds the truth.
Freud's The Interpretation of Dreams. It's the work that laid the foundations of psychoanalysis at the beginning of this century.
More lantern oil. It's always a good sign. It's always a good sign when we need to see. Blank canvases. Casual skeleton. More medicine. Cool. More medicine. Lots of books. Okay. Chess game? Game of chess? Hello? Would you read the book? Okay.
What does this strange book This book contains unholy knowledge.
This collection of catalogs... This collection catalogs and classifies creatures that I've never heard of. Di- div- Divinities from the stars, creatures capable of traveling from one dimension to another. It presents itself as the reference work to the bestiary of the myth, without giving details on the mythology to which it refers. Its pages are covered with phantasmorgical illustrations. Ugh. You know what? I'm sure that's gonna be real.
What happened here? Let's start over. Where did they break in from?
From the outside.
Blood. Seems like amateur work.
Okay.
Someone tall left this footprint. A man, probably. This burglar seems to be rather clumsy.
Probably very out of it. Maybe it saw some bullshit like I've been seeing. That's a lot of dead things.
What killed all these animals?
Probably the painting. Okay. Alright.
What sort of thief leaves his tools at the crime scene? What happened that made the burglar flee before finishing his work?
I mean, probably something in here that I'm gonna touch and regret.
What the? Charles Hawkins?
What?
What sort of power did Sarah Hawkins' painting possess?
Oh, cool. It's a book.
Sarah Hawkins helped hide something in this safe.
Something that I'm not allowed to look at, apparently. Probably something that no one should look at.
Drake put in a great deal of effort to hide whatever is in here. Everything is linked to the Sarah Hawkins case.
Is there anything else? Is there anything else? Cool. I'm sure this is gonna be totally cool.
A kind of chalice.
This goblet seems to be very ancient. It seems to be made of gold and decorated with real precious stones. Do the rubies and sapphires make up a specific motif? Well, they're alternating. I mean, I have no idea. Oh, I can look at this now.
Things are not looking good.
Yeah, so who's...
Things are not looking good.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a pickle to get out of right there. But you know what? I think we might be in the bigger pickle than whoever's playing that chess game. Whoa, that's a lot of things that I can look at.
Arkham editions. Never heard of him.
Also known as the Nightmare Lyrics, this collection of poems was sensationally received when first published in 1908. Derby was only 18 years old.
How many volumes are there in this collection?
A book of spells, supposedly written by the legendary King Solomon. It contains various rituals of invocation and rituals of curse. Re-edition by Claudia D. Waits, based on L.W. de Lawrence's original. This volume is part of the Arkham anthology.
Another volume by Arkham Editions.
Arkham Editions.
Arkham Editions. Never heard of it.
Arkham Editions.
How many volumes are there in this collection?
Arkham
Another volume
Editions.
by Arkham Editions.
Arkham Editions. Okay. Arkham Editions. Arkham Editions. Arkham Editions. Hey, more sleeping pills.
Is everyone on this island taking sleeping pills?
Pierce, you are too, buddy.
What link did he find between Charles Hawkins and an old amulet?
This key that bears the Elder Sign is the only one able to protect your psyche. It is in the form of a cylindrical medallion, hanging at the end of a heavy chain. Hundreds of years ago, the star and the branch whose purpose is to push back the forces of the great old ones were engraved at its center. Everything points to it being Charles Hawkins that tore it from the last owner, an Egyptian antique dealer. In press cuttings that mention the misdemeanor, the date of the robbery coincides with the last of the Hawkins trips to Cairo. It remains to be seen whether he knows of the true purpose of this artifact. Try to find it. More medicine. Ooh, hidden letter.
Drake left instructions on how to find the combination of his safe.
Oh, okay. If somebody finds these memoirs, there will be no doubt that I am in serious trouble. My last and only hope is that my body and bones are still in this plane of reality, in order that they be recovered and burned. The funeral urn must be given to my dear mother if she is still of this world. The following message is of capital importance. Whoever reads these lines and demonstrates acuity as sharp as mine can hope to gain access to my most precious possession. It lies within my safe, and the clues to the combination are to be found in 3 cylinders, each hidden where life and study combine in the Greek world. Each cylinder is numbered, even if, as the celebrated author says, order is the pleasure of reason, but disorder is the delight of the imagination. Indeed, despite my preference for organized chaos, I must admit that reason usually prevails in the end. If by chance a person, or should I say a genius, was to match my intellect and find the combination of the safe, I would ask that they deliver its content into the safekeeping of my friend and colleague, Professor Armitage. The content of this safe is not only a vast digest of knowledge, but also a weapon that is far too dangerous for it to fall into the wrong hands. I hope that you will be able to appreciate the danger that this represents, and that you will act accordingly. In any event, I will neither be there to guide you, nor to suffer from your actions. Okay, so found in 3 cylinders, each hidden where life and study combine in the Greek world. That's, gonna be honest, that's not human. I don't think that's human at all. Okay. Three cylinders. Greek. Aha!
Cylinders that Drake tried to hide. I should perhaps listen to them.
Is there a thing where I can listen to them? Perhaps over here? Somewhere? Where can I listen? Where can I listen? Oh, there we go.
And these red drops, like precious stones, lie fixed, set in divine gold. To be the guardian of the Grail does not protect me from its attractions, Henry. And I do confess it. I am willing to pay to know its secrets. And these red drops, like precious stones, lie fixed, set in divine gold. To be the guardian of the Grail does not protect me from its attractions, Henry. And I do confess it. I am willing to pay to know its secrets. I finally understood that we were only pieces on the chessboard of the gods. Let those of us who are still standing protect our White Queen from their dark soldiers. I see our number dwindling, and my will strengthens as my apprehension grows. We shall refuse to be the playthings of destiny. I finally understood that we were only pieces on the chessboard of the gods. Let those of us who are still standing protect our White Queen from their dark soldiers. I see our number dwindling, and my will strengthens as my apprehension grows. We shall refuse to be the playthings of destiny. Dear friend, I thank you again for the anthology of the works of Arkham editions that you sent me. Volume 9, Azathoth and Other Horrors, seemed particularly relevant to my research. I never tire of browsing through them.
Okay, so I think I know what each of those are referencing. So the first one, I think, references...
The Chalice of Knowledge.
I think the first one is referencing the number of rubies on this chalice. So I'll start from this side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 or 5. Once more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's 5. Okay, so I'm gonna punch them in as I figure them out. So the first one is first one's 5. I'll leave it there. Okay, second one is referencing...
The Queen has little protection.
Referencing the chessboard. So it's either referencing the number of pieces left or the number of pieces left other than the queen.
The Queen has little protection.
So I'm going to say 3 because I think it's the number of pieces that are protecting the queen. So, and if not, then we can always try again, hopefully. Okay, and then the last one is probably 9. Right? Yeah, because this only goes up to 9. Okay. Let's give it a try. And we're back in the Riverside Institute. Okay. Thank you all for watching. Please consider subscribing if you enjoyed the episode, and I'll see you all next time. Be good out there. Don't open books.